Hey, how's it going? It's December 20th, 2022. This is your Daily Sweet Talk. Um, when someone directs a movie, now I don't know how movies work, whatever, but when someone directs a movie, I assume, they direct the actors. They manage the production in some way. I don't know. Depends on the director, I guess. Depends on the production. But when it comes to an animated movie, a lot of the time I don't really understand what the directors do. Like, do they direct the actors still? Like, voice acting is very different than regular acting. You don't really. When I picture a director of an animated film, I picture that they are involved with the animation. They're like directing the different uh, units of this storyboards. Here's who's working on the storyboards. I don't know. It's it's unclear to me. It's unclear to me. There are often multiple directors for animated films. They don't get as much credit usually, and I don't think they're doing less work. But it's weird. It feels like it's more arbitrary a lot of the time. It shouldn't be, but like for some reason with a lot of animated films, it's like the director doesn't really get to have a vision as much. It's kind of like how superhero movies are nowadays. Um, like for example, let's take the Angry Birds movie too. That was directed by Thurop Van Ortman, the creator of Flapjack. Now I'm not saying they didn't put a lot of work into it and put a lot of their their style into it. But from what I've seen of the movie, it really doesn't like come across that this is from the creator of Flapjack. It feels like okay, this is Angry Birds 2, and this is the director they got for it. It feels like it's kind of a waste of their talent, and that's how it is with a lot of animated movies. Think about Into the Spider Verse. That's a beloved movie, but people don't care about the directors. They care about the writers slash producers, Phil Lord, Christopher Miller. The directors did a lot of work on that. That's a very complicated movie, but in terms of animation and everything, but the directors don't get the praise for that. I'm sure they got a good paycheck and everything. I'm sure, and it's not all about that, of course. I'm sure like they put a lot of um, work and passion into it, but uh, the new movie, like the new Spider Verse movie, is not even the same directors, and it doesn't seem like that's affected the production very much. And I don't know. It's the whole thing is weird to me. With the way animation directors are, I don't know the status of animation directors in Hollywood. Because people have complained a lot about that with superhero movies. Like, oh, any superhero movie, or any Marvel movie director could be just replaced with another. But I feel like you do see their style in there sometimes more often than animation directors. Like not all the time, but sometimes like Multiverse of Madness, directed by Sam Raimi. There was some Sam Raimi in there. You could tell that was Sam Raimi. I don't feel like that really comes across as much. Like think about Pixar. Pixar, I feel like would probably be the best example. Turning Red is probably their most like, oh yeah, okay, I can see this person's style in the movie, but the rest of them, it's like um, Brad Bird directed The Incredibles. I feel like that mostly comes across in the script. It doesn't really come across in the animation or anything because I guess because so many people work on it. You don't see their style as much through that, or it's harder to see. You have to have a keen eye for that, which I don't have. I don't know. What do you think? I I don't know if I would say it's a problem, but it is a weird thing in Hollywood right now and forever.